What's up, guys? I'm back. Uh, I've been wanting to get back for a while. I've got a real excuse, good excuse to come back and do these. I'm going again to try and do diecast reviews. Probably not as frequent as before, just simply because I'm going to be going to school next month, hopefully. Um, Depending on this COVID virus, hopefully I'll be able to, but won't have the funds to be spending money on diecast as much as I'd like. But I do have a few new ones coming that I'm going to review, and I'm going to do topics as much as I can, which, I wanted to do that a few years ago, do every race. But right now with this COVID-19, no actual racing. I mean, I guess I can talk about the sim racing, and I have a lot to say about that. But first and foremost, the big elephant in the room, Kyle Larson. So let's not skip around. Let's just get down into it. Is what he did wrong? Yeah. Is what he did stupid? Oh yeah, very stupid. Very dumb. I get it. And I know this, and before I go on, I know this is already a topic that a lot of people have touched on, so, but I want to put my 2 cents in it. I've been thinking about it for the last 3 days, because it is a touchy subject. I'm just really trying to figure out how I feel about all this. Kyle Larson is one of my favorite drivers. He has been ever since, I guess 2016, before he won his first race. I just kind of realized that I liked his style. He was kind of an underdog at the time. And I mean, the dude can drive the wheels off a race car. I think he's the best, probably the second or third best driver out there right now. Probably next to Kyle Busch. I don't know who I would put second, I guess, as far as a wheelman goes. But that doesn't excuse the situation. I mean, let's just get down to, let's go by points here. So what did he do? Was it stupid? Yes, it was dumb. That word, I don't use that word. Don't like the word. And that whole, people who say that they're born in the South and they heard that, so it's part of their vocabulary. I don't care. I've heard it. I have grandparents who were Southern and have really no, I've heard it before. I've heard it, and I've always thought it is one of the most hateful words, just straight up. I don't want to use it. I don't like to hear it. It's one of those words that just make my spine tingle when I hear it. So, yeah, you shouldn't be using that word. And I get it. He thought he was in the privacy, and he thought he wasn't. He thought he wasn't live when he said that or whatever. But still, man, like, you can't be dumb when you're in this position that he is. You've got, if you want to sit there and do that when you're playing NASCAR Heat and you're not online, you know what? Go ahead. I don't agree with it still. But when you're doing iRacing, and right now iRacing is where it is right now and doing good for the sport, I think. I love watching the iRacing races. They give me a little bit of what I want. I'm really missing NASCAR because this season was starting out so good. There wasn't a single boring race so far. Every race was good, even though I didn't like every single winner. I enjoyed the racing. It's like biting and having that first bite in something and then not be able to finish for some reason. But we're getting off topic. Yeah, he shouldn't have said that. Why? Why would? It's just dumb when you're in that position, especially. And just the fact that he was saying it, just, I don't even know why the heck he used that word, and I don't know. But he did. And I'm pretty sure everybody knew once they heard that his career was probably screwed. And, yeah. So, it was dumb. It's a hateful word. And I don't want to hear excuses. If you're racist, get off my channel because it's dumb. We all screw up and say things we don't mean. Say stupid stuff. I do it all the time. But that just doesn't. This is going to bring me to my next point. Do I think the punishment is fair? No. I don't think that his career should be ruined by this. But he has put his sponsors and the race team and NASCAR in a very bad place. So do I think what they did was necessary and the right move? Absolutely. You cannot blame Credit One, McDonald's, Clover, First Data. I don't know if First Data officially left him, but I'm sure they would. Chevrolet, like, with today, the way society is, you got to be more sensitive. Whether you like it or not. When you're a professional, that's how you have to do. Whether you like it or not, whatever your opinions are on how, it doesn't excuse it. So, of course, and I've seen some people on both sides of the cars. I've seen some people who are like, thinking it's stupid. Oh, Ganassi's stupid. Oh, they're stupid. No, they're not. What? They don't have any sponsors for the car. Why they're going to keep him around? He was suspended indefinitely anyways. So, like, yeah, you knew that move was coming. You had to do it. That's the best move for Chip Ganassi. Because that's another thing. You got to remember, NASCAR is a business. It is about making money. And it's an entertainment sport. Yes, but it's about making money. So, yeah, they had to do what they had to do there. And I agree with the moves they make. I know it. I don't feel like it's fair. I mean, I don't feel like it's fair when people get away for a lot worse. But it's just how it is. And again, I'm not giving him a pass for saying it. I'm just saying we all say stupid crap. And it was a tiny mistake. And I don't think he said it with hate in his heart. But that doesn't excuse it in this situation. It just doesn't. So I hate it to see one of the best. Even if he wasn't one of my favorite drivers, he's one of the most entertaining drivers out there, and he's one of the best drivers out there. And then I can say this in all honesty, I can't stand Kyle Busch. But if he got took out of NASCAR, that'd suck. He gives us someone to dislike, for one. It would suck. So, and I think I agree with everybody, a lot of people. It's a real slippery slope when you're talking about this. It's pretty apparent he's not going to race this year. Who knows when he's going to get to race? I hope he gets to race again. From what I understand, he's going to have to take sensitivity training to remain in the world of outlaws. So, hopefully he can still race there. Because, you can tell, you can tell, too, when he put out his video. I know he's never going to do that. I know he's like, yeah, I screwed up. He knows that. I don't think people need to continue riling him for it. He knows he screwed up, and he's getting more than enough punishment. What I would have preferred to see, but I knew this was going to happen. Suspend him for 5 or 6 races, maybe more, when the season does start up. Something like that. But unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen. We're not going to get that. And there may be some team owners who would be willing to hire him, but unfortunately, people aren't going to forget that. People don't forget stuff anymore. It's unfortunate because it is a mistake, but it's unfortunate. Again, I'm sounding like I repeat myself. It is unfortunate, but however, I feel like somebody like Tony Stewart would love to sign him up, but you have to have sponsors, and I don't see anybody wanting to back him because everybody's going to remember that he's the guy who dropped the N-word, and unfortunately, he's going to live with that. And I don't see anybody forgetting that soon. So, yeah. There are some good things that I think might come out of this, however. I hate it again. I hope that Chip Ganassi can work out and keep the sponsors. Because it's not Chip Ganassi's fault, at all. So hopefully they can keep that sponsorship, and I think they will. Everyone, of course, the obvious choice to replace him would be Ross Chastain, because I think, I don't know, who knows when we go back racing at this point, but I feel like Ryan Newman will probably be ready to be ready to hop back in the number 6 car when we start. Head injuries, who knows, but I have a good feeling that he'll be ready to hop back in, and I'll give. And even if he isn't, I think there are some drivers who could fill the 6 slot if Chastain, because Chastain is under contract with Ganassi still, so technically, Ganassi was just loaning him to Roush. Another choice, another I think possible replacement, maybe not long term. I think Ross Chastain would be the long term replacement. Would be Jamie McMurray, because he's not that far removed from racing. Wasn't performing terribly. I don't think he's. At this point, I don't really know if it's going to be all about performance, but he's had good relations with McDonald's, and I think even Credit One was actually originally on his car before it was on Kyle Larson's. So I could see that being an option. There could be more, but I think the most obvious choice for long term would be Ross Chastain. So, we'll see. And I'm a fan of Ross. I really think he got screwed. Everyone can agree he got screwed over with that DC Solar Energy deal, because he was on his way to winning some races in the Xfinity Series. But to close it out, it sucks. It's a bad deal all around. Wish he hadn't said it. I know he wishes he hadn't said it. But you have got to, I think it's a very harsh reminder to these drivers under how big of a spotlight that they're in. And I really encourage people not to have that word in your vocabulary. Because usually if you have a word in vocabulary, and I'm not saying I'm a saint because I have plenty of words in my vocabulary, I wish I did not. But that's definitely one that I have been very good about staying away from my whole life. So, yeah. But I think this video has run its course. So, I thank everyone for watching, if you did. And I know a lot of people are probably wanting diecast reviews, because this is what this channel is originally intended to be. But I enjoy talking NASCAR. I enjoy talking, and especially since I've been watching the Dale Jr. Download, I really that's something I would love to do, is have a podcast, but we're way far from that. Yeah, guys, just support, my Instagram, jpat_diecast2 for more updates. Like I said, I'm trying to get some videos out, And thanks for everyone who has been supporting me and has remained supporting me during my absence. And I hope everyone's staying safe during this COVID-19 ordeal. And have a great day. See y'all.